Francis Bacon says, money is such an excellent servant, but a bad leader. A lot of people feel agitated and apprehensive and exasperated when they talk about money because, they just think that money is something they cannot understand. Some people will tell you they do not have a knack for figures. Hello guys, my name is Shola Adeshaki and I'm the lead coach and founder of the Smart Stewards, the Smart Investment Club. In this video, I would like us to talk about financial security. Now, if you have listened to financial videos, if you have listened and followed enough financial coaches, you would have heard a whole lot of terminologies used in the financial literacy space. For example, financial freedom, financial independence, financial literacy, financial viability, financial stability, and all of those things. But in this video, I'm going to make it really simple and short, and I want to talk about financial security. Now, financial security just means that you have peace of mind as it relates to your money. You don't have money worries. It is simple as it sounds, financial security. And it also means that you have adequate income to cover your bills, to enable you save, and to take care of your emergencies, and ultimately to help you lead an amazing life. So it is what it is, having financial security. Yes, I also teach the concepts of freedom, financial freedom, independence, and all of those things. But I tell people, hey, let's start from the basics. Stability. I will talk about stability in another video, but for the purpose of this video, I just want us to talk about financial security. I already said what it is. You have peace of mind when it comes to money, right? Francis Bacon says, money is such an excellent servant, but a bad leader. A lot of people feel agitated and apprehensive and exasperated when they talk about money because, they just think that money is something they cannot understand. Some people will tell you they do not have a knack for figures. But hey, I tell people money is inanimate. You are animate. You've got control, you've got power. You are more than money. You are bigger than money and you can master the money game. Back to the topic. How can I attain financial security? How do I get to a place whereby money issues do not get me inundated? 4 things. Work on having adequate income. Now, it is with your income you can meet your bills. It is with your income you can have emergency funds. It's with your income you can live the life that you desire. So the first place, to be, or the first thing to do when it comes to having financial security is to secure your income. And now make sure you don't have just one source of income, but you have multiple sources of income. Now, let's even start with one source of income. I like the book by Robert Kiyosaki called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And it says you can make income from like 4 different quadrants. But let's even talk about one quadrant, having one source of income. He says you can have income as an employee, as a self-employed, as a business owner, and as an investor. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video, but have at least one source of income that can meet your bills, right? So that you are not apprehensive about money. You should never find yourself in a place where you're thinking of where the next income is going to come from and if your bills for the month are going to be met, right? So monetize your talents, pick up a job, either part-time or full-time. And if you have a job, if you have a source of income already, seek to diversify your income base. Now, the second thing is to live debt-free. Now, debt is such a thing that exasperates people. And of course, if you will permit me to go religious on you, the Bible says that the debtor is servant to the creditor. The borrower is servant to the lender. Yes, I know that the economy might be bad, things might be difficult, and it's not just so easy getting all of your financial acts together. Digging the hole of debt would make you worried about your finances. Live debt-free. Right? Don't borrow. I see that some people borrow money to even, do yanga. As they say, yanga is like to just flex and to do big girls soft life stuff. Stop borrowing money. Now, if you're borrowing money for your necessities, then there's a problem at all. Go back to my first point, earn more money. But, talking about debt, stop borrowing money. Stop borrowing money. In another video, I will talk about bad debts. Should I even borrow? What should I even borrow for? Left to me, do not borrow money at all. And if you're owing people, it's an obligation to the past. You have to pay. Be in touch with your creditors. Map out plans on how you can pay back your debt. But please stop borrowing. The third thing is to have an emergency fund, right? Emergencies happen all the time. Life itself is a risk. So apart from your regular savings, you must have something that is quite liquid that you can put maybe in a mutual fund, money market mutual fund that you can always call back on. Now, Asoebi, right? Ceremonial attires is not an emergency. Emergencies are health issues that crop up, car issues, plumbing issues in your house, and all of those things. It is what it is, an emergency. So have an emergency fund depending on what part of the world you're living in. Dave Ramsey says have a starter emergency fund of $1,000 and then 6 months of your salary. In Nigeria, I would say, depending on your family dynamics, have at least 100,000, 200,000 as emergency funds. And on the other hand, save at least 6 months of your cost of living so that when you lose your job, you won't lose your job. But things happen, you have something to fall back on. The fourth point for having financial security will be to have savings and investments, right? If you save money, money will save you. That's a Japanese proverb, right? Put money aside regularly. Put your money aside regularly, which is savings. I tell people saving is putting money aside. Investing is putting money to work. Don't wait till you have a lot of money. Start from somewhere. And as you do all of these 4 things, I'm going to go through them again. Have a stable source of income. Stop borrowing money. Live debt-free. Have an emergency fund. Save and invest. Of course, all of these points are in different videos that I've shared in the past. All of these 4 points will give you financial security to an extent, or they will serve as a stepping stone onto bigger financial things. And then you can start to think about financial independence, financial freedom, and all of those things. Until I see you next time, make sure you share this video with your friend and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We've got to be more financially literate. Bye. See you at the top.